Lambed. McDonald.
Mine's is Edam.
Is it?
Like the cheese.
Is your middle name Edam?
No. My initials, you twat.
I was like, oh, fuck, your mum must have had white ravens.
Emer, Edam, Cheddar, Maguire.
Yours are... So, hold on. Are we recording? Hiya. Welcome to another episode of Word Up. I want to thank everybody who's joined us so far. Really appreciate all your love and support, especially to everybody who's came along to the shows that have been doing my wee live shows and like talking to me about how they watch the podcast. You have no idea how much it means to me. It really, really gets me right in the feels. So thank you. If you can and you don't already, please consider joining our Patreon. You'll get bonus episodes every week, especially now that we're doing the word of the week, the dirty word of the week in the Patreon, because we'll keep it sort of, all right, PG-15. Is there a PG-15 for the episode? But please come along and do that. I have to apologise about last week. The Patreon episode didn't go up. But I'm not really sorry because Fuggle's here. And, that happens. So it's beautiful. So if you haven't seen it already, we're going to put it up that'll be Thursday. So it's before you're watching this. So it's live now. And then you'll get the Patreon episode from this week too. Thank you so much. Really hope you enjoy this episode with Emer Maguire. She's doing a show in Mandela Hall in November. So Google it if you want to go see Emer Maguire. She is excellent. And enjoy the episode. Hello, welcome to our new and improved episodes of Word Up with my good friend Edam here. Emer has just told me, right, when we're talking, by the way, baby Fudgle has arrived.
Woo!
Right? Woo! And Sean is back in the building. The man with the golden balls. Like, absolutely. I can verify that baby Fudgle is 100% fucking, actually, he's not 100%, he's 110% cute.
Is he adorable?
He got wee cheeks.
Does he have the wee ginger hair?
Oh,
he
no,
doesn't.
He has a wee mop of black hair. But it might turn ginger. There's hope.
No, well, that's not.
But yeah, he's got wee black. I was like, there's hope. And Emer was like, hopefully not.
That was, instead of it's a boy, it was, he's not ginger.
Do you know in America, they love like ginger? A friend of mine was
they
like.
love everything that's attached to being Irish.
But even just like, they're like, red hairs are like fiery, like, people and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so then Edam. I went to call you. So we've discerned that little baby Fudgle. I don't know. Are we allowed to say his name on here?
Is this GDPR?
We'll not say it in case
Okay.
But
yeah.
We'll give his initials.
Yeah. So his
date of birth and his address
and his weight, and you can get a passport in his name. But baby Fudgle his initials are Lamb, right?
So cute.
So, but then Emer was like, "Oh, mine is Edam." And I went, is your middle name Edam? Because we were talking about Fudgle's baby middle name. And I truly believed for a wee second that I was going to have to be cool with your mum naming you after cheese.
Like, it's not... I actually... Now that it's in my consciousness as a name, it's not terrible.
It's not
Edam.
bad. But did you ever see babies whenever they first come out and it looks like they have Edam all over their head sometimes? Do you know what I mean?
Unfortunately, I have not seen that scene. Not live. I've not been to any live births.
Live births. They like rub them down and get all the cheese off them and then hand them to you, don't they?
They're like, oh, look at that lovely baby Edam.
And you still kiss them even though they're covered and you're
But
inside.
I've often thought about that, and yeah, I don't know if that would be for me.
Would you not kiss your baby?
Obviously, the maternal bond would overtake that.
No, Sean was telling me, I'm sorry, I got actual goosebumps when Sean was telling me when Fudgle came out and they were like taking photographs of him and stuff, and Sean was just like, he cried. And I just think, I get goosebumps whenever I think things like that, because it's just, I remember hearing like Kai crying and just crying my eyes out, like, oh my God. Because it's amazing, because you're like, they were inside me making no noise whatsoever, and now there's a baby, you're going, is that my baby?
Yeah.
Is that mine?
You really long for the cry, don't you? As soon as you hear the cry, you're just like, oh!
Thank God.
I hate the sound of babies crying. Like, shut up.
No, but see, whenever they cry and you're waiting on them because you're like, he's not dead. Do you know what I mean? Let's be blunt. Like, they need to take that first cry.
Is that like the old-fashioned thing with the nurses, that if they weren't crying, they give them a slap or something?
Do you know that a baby's first intake of breath, you would probably know this, having like a medical background, don't you? But whenever you're in the womb, obviously, your heart is sort of, the way that it was described to me, is just on a continual loop. Like it bypasses a part so that you're not taking in oxygen. So that's closed. But whenever it leaves like a little valve open, and whenever your baby takes its first breath, that valve closes.
Yeah.
And so I was always like, if they don't take their first breath, they're going to be fucked. You know, but if you get a good scream, it's like, they've really got a good set of lungs on them. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just, and then the crying, you go, would you fuck up? It's been 6 months. You shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Stop it.
You bunch of bastards. Whenever they get up, it's good whenever they start annoying you because you're like, they're fighting fit.
Aye, they're grand.
Now I can tell them to fuck off.
They're grand.
You know, it's fully safe. But yes, we'll only have Emer for like a short while because she's busy. So do you want to hear the word of the week?
Sure.
The word of the week. Right, you say it. Ta-da!
Is it Finifugal? Or
No, what is it?
Or
In honour of Fudgel.
Finifugal?
Finifugal.
Oh,
Finifugal. I like it because it sounds
That's
like a
not
wee
bad.
bit of a made-up word.
It sounds like a word that you would have on a piece of music, if that makes sense to any of the
yeah.
musicians, doesn't it, Sean?
Like the Finifugal of the second.
Pianissimo, Finifugal.
It sounds like, you know, a type of made-up brass instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
it does.
Brr, 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 brr.
Yeah, like a bugle mixed with something like a French horn.
Yeah, that
That's
is
what
it. That you
Finifugal.
follow, like,
I think
You know,
Yeah,
people
like
about-
if Dr. Seuss made up his own instrument, that would be a Finifugal.
Finifugal.
Finifugal. Yes, absolutely. Do you have any idea what it means? Like, do you want to take a stab at it?
No, I've no idea what fugle means, but
I always-
I assume finny means finish. Finny, like at the end of a film,
And-
fin, end.
Yeah.
Like
So-
in musical terms, a fugue is like
Is it like something that goes round and round? Is it?
it's a piece of music that has interwoven like
Yeah.
melodies like going in. So it's like
Is it like?
so it's like woven. You
what
know,
would you
like
call? But is it not? Does it not go round? Like it's something that's never ending. Like it's a kind of.
yeah. It
That
repeats. what it
actually
has.
is really apt toward the meaning.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Sorry, it's Nuala. But sorry, Nuala, I'm
So
recording
Mr.
the podcast right now.
Mr. Finifugal.
just thinking.
Finifugal.
Is that my call friend?
What I did there,
It's something. Well, it must be something about going round or something about finishing something.
yes, excellently deduced,
Thank you.
well thought out, well reasoned and argued.
Very
I feel like I'm on, what do you call it, University Challenge or something.
mastermind.
But yeah, Finifugal is avoiding or resisting the end of something.
Putting it off.
like procrastination.
Okay, Finifugal. I love learning these new words. I'm going to throw them into my everyday language.
Yeah, so you would say like the couple were Finifugal about, breaking up with each other.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you know those.
Having to pronounce the second half of it makes it not that usable. But if you could say it like Finifugal
Yeah,
or something like that.
Finifug.
Yeah.
Finifugal, but
So
you could say
Finifug.
Finifugaling.
Yeah,
Finifugal.
it sounds like you're
Is
still
it-
in a relationship together. Finifugal and the fuck out of her. They're always Finifugling them two fucking weirdos.
Okay, what word you get that?
I got it on the internet.
Right, right.
Do you know what it is? I was reading something and it was about I can't remember what it was about. It was about a president or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, Finifugal. And then I went and looked it up and was like, I like that. I'm gonna
Finifugal?
use this. Yeah. Finifugal. Is there anything well, I am a terrible procrastinator
Oh, yeah.
all day long.
So am I.
Like absolutely. You know,
Massive.
if it needs done, what is it? If it's important, it won't get done. If it's urgent, it will. Do you know what I mean? So like, I will wait until the last possible second.
Me too.
That somebody says, you were supposed to have that done an hour ago, and then I'll do it. You know, and I'll also think I can get like 2 hours work done in 5 minutes.
Oh, my God, me too.
All the time. Have you ADHD as well?
I'm pretty sure.
Apparently it's a
yeah.
terrible ADHD thing, the
So-
time blindness.
Well, that's an autism as well, you see.
Yeah. Well, they do-
The time blindness, but
A lot.
a lot of people who are autistic go on to get diagnosed with ADHD, so there's a huge link. But
Yeah.
oh my God, like I've no sense of time. Like I can hardly tell the time.
I'm awful
Do you
for
know?
it.
Awful, and yeah, I just have no concept of how long things take, when I should do my work, when I shouldn't. I'm always
Are
like,
you either like super early for something or else really late?
I'm always late.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll be
always
like,
late.
if I'm really anxious, I'll be like super early and then I'll sit outside that long and I'll do something to procrastinate and then I'll end up
Then
late
you'll be late.
anyway.
See, I have an assistant, right?
Ooh.
I know.
And Burge. I have an assistant. I boss them about.
Only because I'm pathologically disorganized and late for everything. So I have her really for autism. And so she is my assistant at work, but she babysits me, basically. So she gets me places on time, makes sure I'm there on time, makes sure I'm there for the right amount of time.
I love that for you.
I know, it's
I
great.
want that. Like,
Penelope, cancel my 4:30.
She's not here today because she's away to England to see her
You
children.
need to get a wee intercom buzzer and be like, Penelope. And she's like, I'm sitting right fucking next to you.
Bring me a tea, Penelope.
2 sugars, hold this bit.
She's like, see if I'm going to a gig. She's like, right, do we have your outfit ready? Do you have your shoes? Do you have your... And then, like, she'll come up to my house and she'll, like, right, you want to wear this? I'll wash this, I'll do this, or whatever. She's so super organised. I need it. Like, I need her. I would not function.
See, I don't know if I would even utilise that to the best of my ability, because they'd be like, do you have this done? Will I do it for you? And I'd be like, don't worry about it. Sure, it's already... I'd lie and all. I'd be like, it's done, don't worry.
She just goes ahead and does things.
I'll do it for you. I'll come and organise your stuff.
So I'll be doing, like, work, and she'll just be, like, moving around me, like, my mum says I leave like a trail of destruction everywhere I go, like a turn, not emotionally or mentally or anything, but actually in the room, like, I'm so messy.
Just follow the
that's
breadcrumbs,
autism as well,
literally.
like, do you know what I mean? But so she literally just comes and makes me outwardly functional adult.
I fucking love that.
It's amazing.
See,
it's great.
that's quite common, like amongst drag artists, isn't it? That like they have like a wee assistant that like.
Maybe it's a gay thing. I'm like, oh, it's autism.
No, honey, you just queer.
But I noticed like loads like with drag artists that I like, they've got like someone that helps them, and like
strap their ditties on.
and helps get them ready, like
but to be
organizes
fair,
the gigs and
you
stuff.
do need that.
But
you do need that.
Normalize that.
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
time, that'd be great.
Because because I do loads like corporate stuff as well, like if you have a corporate thing in the day and then you have a gig in the night, like if you've zero organisational skills, it's really hard to get everything ready, get yourself ready. It's hard for the girls, obviously, do your makeup, do your hair, all that stuff. Yeah. She just follows me around in this big massive vanity case and I just turn on and my clothes and everything and I just turn up in a tracksuit.
I want a fucking Penelope.
It's amazing. She is so
Never
good.
mind Penelope Pit Stop, it's Penelope Pit Strap. Like, she's sorting your bra out for you while you're trying to fucking figure out what you're going to say on stage. I love it.
It's so good. And she's like, have you done this? Have you done that? And I'm like, no.
Does she remind you to pee?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
I would need that. Like, I'll hold it in to the last possible minute.
Because it'll be like, before I go on stage, like, now have you gone to the toilet?
Yeah.
Do you have a bottle of water? And I'm like, I need you so much.
Yeah.
I'd love a wee catheter on stage.
Hey?
Wee catheter.
Wee catheter on stage.
Oh my God, I say that all the time. Somebody catheterized me. I have to go to the toilet every 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know, when you're holding it in, just to see how you feel. We had a competition here actually the other week. David Dockerty Jeb needed to go to the toilet, but he deliberately didn't go because he was like, I'm going to see. Apparently, if you need to go to the wee ways, it can make you more productive. Because you're like, right, your body needs to do something, so you're going to
Wouldn't
get
make me
done.
productive because I'd piss myself and then I'd have to go and shower and change my clothes and all.
Well, do you know what? I mustn't be that funny because he didn't even piss himself laughing in here. But he just, and then I needed to go. And then the more I was talking, I was like, I need to pee now. But then it went away. So it's probably just kidney failure.
Oh my God, I probably is. Don't think it's ever gone away from me.
Probably.
Paid the bed till I was about 12.
Did you?
Aye.
Yeah. Do you ever have a dream, right?
Yes.
Where you're going to the toilet? And you know how I've started to realise that it's one of those dreams? Because there's always something that's not quite right? You have a dream that you're going to the toilet and then you wake up and you're pissing, right? Or you're about to piss. But I go to myself, hold on, even whenever I'm sitting on the real life toilet, I have to go check that I'm awake,
Is
right?
this real life?
But no, in my dreams.
Is this just fantasy?
Is this or do I just need to pee? But like, see, whenever I'm in my dream and I'm dreaming that I need to pee, there's always something off, just one thing, right? And it's like, why is the doors on this stall? Why is it like one of those saloons in a cowboy movie where everybody can see my fanny and my head?
Here.
I'm just sitting there.
Doors and toilets and dreams are always like that.
Why are they like
I
that?
don't know.
And there's all people just walking about looking at you. That's what it is. And I'm just like,
They're always like that.
and then I go, oh shit, this is a dream. Wake up, you're going to piss the bed.
Yeah.
Or else it'll be, I'll think to myself in the dream, I need to pee, and then all of a sudden I'm on the toilet. And I go, oh, this was too easy. I didn't even have to pull a shitting child off this toilet. Like, why am I just sitting on the toilet right now? See, if I'm peeing and I feel relaxed, I have to check that it's a dream.
Yeah.
You know, because
That's parenthood.
yeah, there's nobody like going, Mommy, I need to go in the toilet.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, just randomness.
No, see, whenever I was a kid and I used to pee the bed, my mum took me to the doctor's. I think that's when we stop pissing herself. So
It might be the fact that her daddy's stuffing corpses down in the fucking basement. Oh, by the way, he's an undertaker.
maybe
Yeah.
the trauma.
Trauma.
Yeah, I know. But oh my god, that was so scary. What is he called? John Casey.
John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy.
He was the clown.
He was the one. The thing on Netflix was the clown. But when I was a kid and I used to be the bed, my mum took me to see the doctor, and then I'd go see this nurse, and the nurse gave me a chart, and she gave me a set of blue stickers with cats on them, saying whoopsie, and a set of green stickers with cats on them saying woohoo. And
Or a brown sticker with the cat on it saying poopsie.
Luckily I wasn't a problem. But so she gave me this chart and she said, right, I want you to go away, and every night you pee the bed, you put the blue cat on, and every night you don't pee the bed, you put the green cat on. So I came back and the fucking whole thing was blue, right? Pissed the bed every night. And then she said, right, it's time for the pee alarm. Right? Have you heard of the pee alarm?
No. Pray tell.
Right? So, if this is for any other survivors of the pee alarm, if you're listening, solidarity. But she gave me this alarm. Now, it was a big box about this size, right?
Right.
What was that?
It's the pee alarm.
It's haunting me. So, a big box about this size. Like, it looked like a big electric box.
Right.
And it had a big electrode, like this thick, coming out. And then at the end, a metal tip this size.
Right.
And you had to put that metal tip into your underwear. And she says, whenever you start to pee yourself, it will detect the wet and it'll wake you up, train you to go to the toilet. And I thought,
Trauma.
It'll just traumatise you.
very promising. But actually, in reality, what happened was, by the time the thing woke you up and it set off an alarm, like a fire alarm, it also woke up everyone else in the house.
Come and view my shame.
And my siblings gave me so much.
Did it
So
make a noise?
A noise. It was a fire. It was like. It was like a fire alarm noise. So every time I pissed myself,
And the sprinklers
it
went off.
Yeah, it woke the whole house.
Are you okay
I'm
today?
really not. I'm really not. But
This is terrible.
it was
This would not
so-
be legal nowadays.
So humiliating. But I don't know if there's anyone. I've never met another person who was put on the pee alarm.
The pee alarm.
I don't know if it was like a Strabane invention.
It's just a little box
I'm not
of
sure
shit.
if it's the same. I think Tommy McCarthy might have had something similar.
Did he?
He's talked about like having real troubles peeing the bed when he was younger.
I wonder, did he have a pee alarm?
I remember him saying he had some device that like was there to try and help him like learn not to do it, but I'm not sure.
It must have been the pee alarm.
Riddle me this. Did it help?
No.
At all? No.
No, it didn't
No,
help.
it's just like, come on, look at my humiliation, family. It
didn't help
And
at
then
all.
your family are hating you because you're waking them
They
up.
were like, it'll train you to not pee yourself. But I had entirely peed myself by the time it went off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all it did was like put fear in me
And
every
guilt.
time.
And then you're
guilt.
pissing
And
yourself even more.
Everyone woke up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, it didn't stop me
For
at all.
fuck's sake,
I did
Ma-
eventually stop of my own accord.
Ma
but
Maguire,
obviously
just get a
grew out of
rubber
it.
sheet, like. I mean, what's the big deal?
My poor mother had to get up, I think, twice a night, and she actually, if it was my child, I'd let them lie in it to the morning. She,
Like a wee dog. Now you
yeah,
have
well,
to
I
rub,
have.
rub
That's why
their
probably
nose
why
in
I have
it.
2 dogs. But she,
The cat stickers put you off for life.
I know, and she got me up anytime I peed the bed, put me in the bath me in the middle of the night, put me back in the bed, she'd piss myself again, she'd get me up, put me in the bath. I know, she's working full time.
We don't.
Poor woman.
Mas are the best, aren't they?
I know.
My mad knocked my bollocks in and back into bed with a black eye. Be like, Mommy, I'm sorry, I'll try not to piss myself again. If I do, I'll change my own sheets.
But like, what are you meant to do? Like, you're asleep?
I know. I once
absolutely no
had
clover.
somebody. Have you ever been in the bed with someone that's peed themselves?
No.
Yeah, that happened to me once. It was like
I think boys are more likely to pee themselves on their drunker nights out or stuff.
men piss themselves a lot drunk.
So I've never, not been in that situation.
Yeah, no, it's whenever I was younger, somebody peed themselves in the bed with me. It was like a distant like relative or something. But it smelled
Your
like
uncle or
it smelled really no, it was like a cousin.
Oh, right.
But it smelled really like coffee. It just, and my bed stank of like a real coffee smell.
That's weird.
She must have been dehydrated.
She must have
Which was
been something.
a real caffeinated 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Like
Necking the coffee.
my mate pissed the bed like staying over at my house one time.
Was he an adult?
No.
It was
like,
a child?
We were maybe like 13, 14 or something.
The horror.
That's so embarrassing.
I know. It was awful for him, like. But and it was our wee sofa bed, like down the stairs.
Never get that out of the sofa bed.
I know. Sofa bed's done. Be sending him round to the house with a receipt.
Send the invoice to his mum.
Yeah. Thank you for staying at like Shay McDonald. You owe us 120 fucking pound. You peshy bastard.
Sofa bed's wrecked.
I know. Don't be letting that peshy wee bastard come round here from now on.
But that's the thing, when your kid pisses himself, nobody wants you to stay at their house.
I know. It's like
Nobody wants
even
you.
like look at fucking the poor piss the bed children too. Like even look at Home Alone. Please don't make me stay with Fuller. He wets the bed. I know. You know.
No, what was the I
the
love
peshies.
thinking back at this, like. No, when you're getting shouted at and your mate's in the next room, or you're the mate and your mate's
You may
getting
tell
shouted
her to fuck off round her own door. Or your friend's asking, can you stay for dinner? And it's like, does her man not make you fucking dinner? And you're sitting there going, oh.
That's the fourth fucking time he's been round this week, Sean.
Tell her to fuck off. Do you know what I mean? What's her man doing sitting her out in the rain anyway? She knows fine rightly we can't fucking play out in the street.
Home to go to.
No, she knows.
And you're just sitting there like, oh, I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, I know. I remember making in and saying, can Bron have a nice lolly too? And it was like, Bron's man not give you a fucking nice lolly. Do you not get nice lollies? I remember being like, and see to this day, I'm still like, I never want to be one of those bastard mas. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really don't ever want to make a child feel the poverty shame that I felt. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yeah. And you can tell your fucking ugly wee friend too that I don't fucking care.
Or like if you're getting shouted at for something that you've done in the house and your mate's in the next room.
I know. That's like the Scottish man. He doesn't know how to flush the toilet after having a shit.
Well, that was fucking
One of
yes.
us. Disgusting. You know, and it's desperate and you're going, Mommy, stop talking to me that much friends
That's one of the best.
Do you know what I
One
mean?
of the best videos
It
ever.
really is. That's kind of me, isn't it?
It's so real life, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so here as well.
My ma laughed at me the other day and I didn't realise, because I am the Scottish ma type person and I know which one of my babies it is, and I went, who didn't flush the toilet, you dirty and you didn't wipe your hole either because there's no toilet roll down it. And I didn't realise, like I forgot my mom was sitting in the kitchen. I just heard her cackling and she went, Rhoda, fucking stop it. And I was like, they need to learn. I was like, show me your bum. I bet.
Show me your bum.
I bet you haven't wiped it. Do you know what I mean? I bet you it's dirty, you dirty wee bastard. Come here, prove it to me. Prove it to me. Come here.
I had an awful one time where my mate's wee brother blocked the toilet, right? While I was in the house, and my mate got like the door wrapped of the bedroom, being like, he was called Sean too, and he's like, Sean, come here. And I heard him getting a bollocking out in like the lantern by his dad, and he was blaming me for doing it, and I'm sitting in the room going, fuck's sake, he's blocked that toilet, Sean, like, no, and giving him shit for me blocking the toilet, and I'm going, what I mean? That's the most awkward thing ever.
It was him. It was fucking him. You know, be telling your fucking smelly wee friend. Tell him to go round. He lives next door, man. He went to his own house for a shit.
2 big fucking Roman candles down my toilet.
Do you know, there should be no shame around shitting, but for some reason they're always like my nephew knocked my door before and asked me could his mate go to the toilet because they were playing in the street, and I was like,
that's so cute.
Why can't they go to your toilet for a start? Because I mean, you only live like 10 doors up. But he was like, he can't hold it, and I was like, all right, go on in. So we went into the toilet. He came into my toilet and dropped the deuce. Like, I'm sorry, but I will either hold it in or shit myself walking home. I don't do that. And people, I was like, nice that he's very comfortable.
I don't think I would ask to go to somebody's house to do that either. Did you remember the girl a couple of years ago?
I'd have been like, you need to phone my mummy, I have to go home.
Did you hear about that?
Oh, yes, tell this story.
I might not get the details right, but this girl was on a date, and then she went back to the boy's house with him, and then she went to the toilet.
But it didn't flush.
Yeah, so she pooped in the toilet, but it didn't flush. So she thought, "What the hell am I going to do?" So then she put her hand down and lifted it.
She lifted it. I'm sorry.
She lifted it out. Would you not try and break it up or something before?
Lifting it out is like last resort.
There's a hierarchy to this, right?
Yeah.
So she lifted it out and threw it out the window.
Yeah, this is 100%. There's photographic evidence.
But the window was like a pane of glass here and a pane of glass here.
So she tried to get it. She had to do an operation shit retrieval, right? But what it was the window was backing out onto a wall. So there was nothing but a brick wall behind the window. So she realised that she dropped the house, literally. And if he looked out the window, he could see it. So she reaches down to try and get the shit out from the window, and then she realises she can't reach. So she like puts half her body out the window. She got stuck. And her fucking legs were in the air, and she was stuck between the window and a wall. From the window to the wall till the
That's
shit
me,
drops
like,
down my balls.
I would just be done with that.
They had to ring the fire brigade, but
I couldn't go
not until he took
I
a
would
photograph.
just throw myself on out over the window.
Oh my God.
Couldn't do that.
I would just be like, do you know what? I would deliberately hold my breath or stuff the shit down my mouth so I suffocated and just died and didn't have to deal with that man
But
discovering
would
me.
he not be like, why is there a big shit out in the garden?
Do you know what I would have said? I'd have been like, mate, I don't really like you, so I was just trying to escape, and then I realised that I couldn't get out.
And then we got stuck.
And I
But
got
you
stuck.
know what I mean? Putting your hand in the toilet and lifting it is the last thing you would
Do you know, did you hear the other one though? That sparked other stories where this girl did the same thing. It didn't flush, or no, was it a guy? It didn't flush, so he lifted it out of the toilet and he stuck it in the cat's litter box, and then she went fucking mental because she was like, my cat died 2 weeks ago. And then you'd be like, I just haven't had the heart.
Did you shit in my litter box?
Did you shit in the litter box? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
And that's even worse than lifting it and putting it in, just squatting down.
I know. I know. Can you imagine the images that you would get?
But what would you do? Instead of lifting it out, in case I'm ever in this situation, which I don't think I will be, what would you do?
Right, so I'm not going to lift it, right?
I wouldn't lift it.
But what I would do is
how do you
roll
lift
a bit of
it
toilet
because
roll
your
up.
hand would be dirty?
Roll a bit of toilet roll up. Set it on top of it, because last ditch, if anything happens, they're not gonna see your shameful waste, right?
True.
But what I would do
ladylike.
is look for something, and I only know this now, that if you take the top of the cistern off and you pour a bucket of water down it,
Right?
or if you just pour a bucket of water down the toilet, it'll flush it away. It'll give you the power to flush it away.
I was
did
in
not
this
know that.
situation
Top
before.
I would have tried to break it up with a toothbrush or something. I wouldn't have known
There,
what to do.
his toothbrush. He would,
I've been in this situation before, and I
Right.
haven't made the right decision.
No judgment here.
I don't know if
You're in a
I've,
safe
Tell us
space.
everything.
I don't know if I've ever told you the fable of Letterkenny. No,
Letterkenny down my way. He's
So,
blocking
sure.
the pipes up there.
I'm not welcome back in Letterkenny anymore.
Right, the whole county.
No, the town.
Town.
The town of Letterkenny does not welcome Sean McDonald no more. And it's because of a bad bowel movement in 2018.
Right. What are we calling this? Shitgate?
Shitgate.
Sean
Right.
Shitgate.
Sean Shitgate, yeah.
Me and Nicole went for a nice wee weekend away to Sligo. And I
Or
was
you
sit-
could be a slago.
and and we're like, let's take a wee detour home. Like
take a wee
we'll take the scenic route back. We'll come back through Donegal.
It's quite scenic.
And
Beware when you take the scenic route that you have Imodium, though.
I know.
yes, or fucking like something to something to break up the shade anyway. But we stopped in Letterkenny and went to a wee cafe.
What cafe? That's
Can't
name.
remember the name of it, and I don't want to say the name even if it did, because you don't want to know.
They know.
I went to the
If they're
toilet
watching this, they remember.
and
Letterkenny never.
went to flush it, and we were just finishing the wee meal, and I went to the toilet
You made a meal of it.
and went to flush, and it didn't flush, and I was like, for Christ's sake, tried to like move it about a wee bit.
Move what about?
The
What
piece.
with?
How?
With the toilet
With the
brush?
toilet roll. I put my
Toilet
hand,
roll?
yeah.
Oh, because
Put
you
your
thought it
hand-
was stuck.
You put your hand in the bowl?
I like covered up my hand with the toilet roll and just like the dry bit. I just
Desperate
went like
times.
that. Tried to.
You tried to make a rod with the toilet roll.
Yes.
Right, understand. Very
And-
innovative.
A poking device.
Hit the flush again.
Was it a button or a handle?
Button.
Buttons are unreliable.
They're not as
And-
good.
You
Sean.
need to be able to
You should have
fucking
waited.
pump that thing.
And the water like came in, and then just started rising.
Oh, no!
That's the worst.
So it
See,
was
when you
like
see that happening, you just imagine that you're going to end up in a cubicle that's just full up with
it
you
was
and
a
this
race
loader.
against time. So I started like frantically trying to move it again, and like.
But it was
not-
filling up and your toilet roll was getting wet?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And I was like, it's now or never. And I like I quickly washed my hands, got out of the toilet, and just went past Nicole and went up and like put the money down on the counter for like the pay.
You know it's a bad sign when somebody runs from the toilet, throws money, gets in the car, skid marks, not just in the toilet, but in the fucking car park.
And I was like, that's ours, sir. Thank you. And then like just went past, and Nicole's like, you alright? And I was like, let's go. And as I was walking out, I could see the water coming underneath the door.
You're joking.
Swear to fuck.
Oh, it proper flooded. No.
And I was going, let's get out of here and never look back.
Hurry up and drive.
Get in the
Yeah.
car.
Oh my god, so you
It was
proper-
coming out of the...
I bet you your photograph was up on that one.
I was
Yeah.
actually thinking that. Beware this Ginger Belfast man.
Yeah.
That's what
my
It was
God.
like a shillelagh.
That is, I've never actually heard of that happening.
I flooded
Because
the town
normally
of
you
Letterkenny.
see it.
Sleep from the door.
But you feel through it. It's like an episode of The Ring, you know.
And
the water
Letterkenny's
comes
on a
from under
hill.
the door and then Samara comes
It's a
out.
great movie.
7 days
I started having
for the
these.
smell to disappear.
I started having these thoughts in my head because Letterkenny's like a town on a hill, and I was going like everybody downstream is going to fucking have their homes water damaged.
We're going to sink Bungrana.
The great flood of 2018.
Monsoon season in Donegal.
It's just all this toilet water. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, Sean, I didn't
Sean,
know that.
commiserations.
But you know what? I fully sympathise with you.
I do feel very sorry for you. That's not a good situation.
I do sympathise. Like, that's terrible, desperate state.
Desperate.
what you need to tell me afterwards.
Did you tell Nicole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Told her.
That's how you know you're comfortable with
I was
someone.
thinking. I was like,
you know-
I'd be like, this just never, nothing happened.
Whenever
Still
you
like
can't.
this.
Do you know what I think, right? Do you want to hear my like 3 a.m. thoughts, right? We should do a section on this every week. 3 a.m. thoughts. You know the way whenever you start going out with somebody new, you're like, they cannot know that I have a functioning bowel, right? Like you cannot shit, you cannot fart, you can't do anything that involves squeaks of the bum, right? And funnily enough,
I think girls think that way more.
yeah, girls, men
Yeah.
not so much.
You guys are gross.
I farted in my sleep lots with whenever Kurt, and he was like, you farted in your sleep last night a lot. And I was like, no, I didn't. And I was in
I did
denial.
not do that.
And I was like, no, ladies don't fart. They cough in their pants, right? And then it turned out I was like, well, I can't fucking hold it. I've been holding them in all day. Clearly they've got somewhere to
They
go.
have to escape at night.
It's desperate, but like, I always think, like, you know the series Twilight?
Yes. I've not seen it, but I know of it. And
Well,
it's
like, he
famous.
has super sense of smell because he's
A vampire.
So, like, Bella must have had that on, like, lock. Like, how would she farting or, like, going to the toilet with him even in the same county?
But she's extremely controlled, isn't she?
She's no
generally.
personality.
Yes,
Yeah.
well, I was saying it in a nice way. But
Yeah. She's just a vacuous person. But,
Yes.
yeah, or, like, you know, can you imagine if she was on her period? He'd have been like, oh, I can't be around you for the next 7 days because I just
like a
want to eat.
dog.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? There was a young vampire called Mabel whose
a cute name.
periods were heavy but stable. And every full moon, she'd grab a large spoon and drink herself under the table.
you are disgusting.
I am
That's
disgusted.
Where did you hear that, or did you make that up?
I don't know. I must have heard it years ago when I was a kid. And I don't know.
What's the kind of stories they tell you in West Belfast?
If only I could remember, like, you know, sensible things that you need to know and not stupid little fucking,
Oh my god.
like, dozy things.
Ugh.
But yeah, is there anything that you have been avoiding or resisting like that, avoiding going outside because you don't want to do a shit, or you can't go out because you haven't flushed properly. Do you know what I mean? to meet that. I remember being, whenever you got to that awkward stage as a kid, teenager, where you wouldn't even buy toilet roll for your ma. Did you ever get, like, I'm not buying that. People will know that I go to the toilet.
A lot of people would hold in, like, going to the toilet at school.
Yeah.
Which I never got.
Oh, no, I would have.
Would you?
Not pee, but, like, I wouldn't have sat and been like, da-da-da-da-da.
But I knew, and, like, I went to an all-boys school, like, so, and, like, even that, they would have been like, you go to the toilet in school, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, but
like,
I don't think guys are like that, are they?
Some are.
Some, I think maybe some would be maybe, but I think girls are way more funny about it.
Funny, like strange. I didn't even sit in the toilets. Like if it's a public toilet, I hover.
See, that's what my mum always told us. You hover and you put toilet roll around the entire rim of the toilet.
Yeah. Do you know the only time I ever didn't hover was when I was drunk, because you were just like, fuck it.
And you didn't have the coordination to hold yourself up.
You're pissing in a bin.
You don't even care. And you're like, Bronagh, that's the seat. You need to go into the toilet. Do you know what I mean?
You can't not pee when you're drunk. Like.
Have you ever pissed yourself out?
Like on a night out?
As an adult?
No, never.
Neither have I, but I saw that girl that did.
Because I'll just go and pee.
Yeah, like you'll think, I need to pee, so I might
No, something that's very Finifugal, writing a song.
Yeah, you don't want to finish it. 'Cause you're like,
It's like, you keep putting off, like, especially recording a song, because you've got an idea in your head of what it should sound like, and you keep, like, every time you have a draft of it or a mix of it, you go, no, it needs another wee bit, and it's like final mix 1, final mix 2, final mix 2
things is that all the time. Final.
I hate that, and then you don't actually
like, which one
see the
is
many
final?
final drafts that I have saved, and it's just like final draft, final draft, and then you might even put 2 Fs, final draft 1,
Yeah.
final draft caps, and it's like you already have a document called this. What the fuck is
the
going
thing
on?
that I'm more like Finifugally about is like, so I'll start something and then really struggle to finish it. So like I like doing DIY, I like doing stuff in the house, all that there, and at the minute I'm doing my garden. Me and my brother built a deck, so I love doing all that stuff. But see, in like maybe 6 or 8 months ago, I stripped down my stairs and cut the carpet rods on them and put on the stuff and whatever. But I have yet to paint them and put the fucking the carpet. The carpet that goes down the stair runner.
Yes.
Like, and it's not even a big deal. And the stair runner has been sitting there for about 8 months.
Oh, absolutely.
And every time someone goes up and down the stairs, they're standing on the carpet grippers with the nails coming out of them. Do you know what I mean?
That is
they're
my
bursting the
pet
bottom
fear
of my trainers every time.
Oh, we moved house a lot as a child,
I
which
just won't
equals
do it.
lots of like carpet changes. And see, walking down the stairs as a kid and your food hitting that fucking thing.
I know.
Stop whinging about my Lego. Get the fucking carpet down.
My poor dogs are up and down it, standing all the time. But I'm just like, I just can't seem to bring myself to do it.
I think I posted about this a while back. I had been Finifugal about sorting out my drawers. Right?
Oh yeah.
And I put it off, and it was actually bugging me. In the back of my head, I was like,
It's like something you need to take off.
you
and it's
can't
constantly
settle.
there.
Like you can't even relax knowing that it's there. And I put it off for so long. It took me like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I won't learn from this.
No.
I'll do this again. I will put it off.
totally an
Finifugal,
thing.
tell me this. Do you Finifugal when it comes to unpacking your suitcase after a trip? Are
my
you
God.
a psychopath, or do you get it done right away?
No.
Exactly,
So
because you're normal.
I could leave my suitcase in the car for weeks and forget that any of those clothes ever existed until a friend is like, we need to do something about the suitcase. That's why I have Kate.
That's why you have
So,
Penelope.
Penelope will organise that kind of thing.
Would she do it for you?
'Cause I just
Or does she
won't
make you do it?
Kind of both.
We'll do
So
it
what I
together.
need-
She body doubles with you.
Yes. So she's. I didn't say body double earlier because I don't know if everybody knows what that means, but she is basically a professional body doubler.
I have an
for me.
app called Dubby.
And is it like body double but in an app?
Yeah, it's in an app. So like they have all these tasks like changing the bedclothes, and like they do it with you, and I actually have to make it.
What's it called? Dubby? I'm going to
Dubby,
download that.
yeah, it's really good, and it's only a $5 a month. And see if you're not using it, they'll like say to you, "You haven't used this. Do you want to cancel it?" Like they're not just out to get your
Well,
money.
that's good. Well, that app is basically what Penelope.
But
is
I
for
have
me.
to make it into a competition because I'm like, it's not good enough that she's doing this with me because it's not live and she can't judge me right now. So I just want to beat her.
Yes.
at what she's doing. So I'm like, I'm going to do this quicker than her.
Beat the computer.
Yeah, I'm going to beat the computer. Like, I have to
Well,
make it competitive.
you're saying there about like drawers, like on what day was it? Like my kitchen has been such a mess because me and my brother have been building a deck, and like it's the whole length of my garden. It's like it's big in this room, like it's huge. It's been taking us forever. And so
In other words, I have a big garden.
no, it's not a big garden.
I'm only joking you.
The deck is this.
My
size.
deck is fucking massive. Mom said on my deck.
That's about the head
That's
of
big
my
deck energy,
The size of it.
isn't it?
But
Yeah.
Big deck
Hit
area.
it.
because of that, my kitchen has been like a mess for months and months and months. But Penelope, give her a
Yeah.
pen name, came over the other day, and in like 3 hours, we had my whole kitchen organised, my whole shed, like, reorganised, like, my drawers organised, clothes thrown out, all that. Like, she's like a miracle
Oh
worker.
my god! See, I would leave
incredible.
a suitcase sitting that long that I would actually just throw out the suitcase.
I would do that.
Because
too.
I go, do you know what? I haven't missed whatever's in
Yeah,
there.
that is, oh my god, that is me.
Do you go?
I'm
I
like,
haven't
I'm
missed
like,
it.
obviously don't need it. Throw it out.
Yeah, fuck it out. And then about like the second you do that, the next day you're like, damn it.
Like, where's that
Yeah.
green sock?
Yeah. My passport was in there.
Like, just get rid of it.
I'm desperate. Fucking do you know, you said something there that reminds me of, I remember sitting in a black taxi with my friends on the way home from school, and my mate turned around and she was going through this wee phase of like cutting things off, not finishing the sentence to things. And I said, God, that's a wild wee cough you have there. And she went, I know. And then it was about a couple of minutes later, she went, I need to get rid. And we looked at her, and there was a wee granny sitting there and all, and she fucking knew what rid meant, you know. She probably had about 12 kids, of course she did. And Cara was like, yeah, and I went, do you want to clarify anything there? And she was like,
Clarify.
need to get rid. Clarify. Yeah, I love it. I like that. I need to get rid. And I went,
You're like, expand.
What?
Context, please.
what?
So do we all.
And so we all, like, fuck me. Do you know what I mean? I'm 16, Fanny's eating the leg of me. What's new? What do you mean? She was like, I need to get rid of this cough. I need to get rid of the cough. I need to get rid of this cough. You know, like, she was Finifugal about finishing her sentences.
Oh, yes.
There we
yes,
go. Brought it
yes.
back in the end.
Brought it back.
There
back
was
to
a
start.
fucking reason. We'll have a new thing now. Instead of doing Dirty Word of the Week
Yeah.
on this episode, we
Yeah.
do it in the Patreon. So
Okay.
do you want to hear? What were we calling it, Sean?
I don't know.
Right. I'll give you context then, so as you can jog your memory, because you've had a baby, you've
He's new
actually
daddy.
more important things
Yeah.
on your mind right now. We're doing like how to insult people without swearing, right?
Right.
So basically, how to swear without swearing.
Okay.
So
I'm
what
going to
was-
need an example.
It was shut your mouth or something, wasn't it? Or what was it?
It was.
Well,
Or was this
answers on a
specific word?
postcard, please. Any suggestions for what we're going to call this section? Because clearly my creative well has run dry.
So how
Like the
does
toilet in Letterkenny.
how to swear without swearing?
Yeah, like how to say insulting things without saying fuck.
Without right. Okay.
Without going, you're a
Oh.
wanker.
Yes. Well, I have some good examples because my mother doesn't swear.
Oh.
So instead of saying, like, if I would say shit, she would say sugar plum fairy.
Oh, sugar plum
Now
fairy.
it's not insulting, but it's replacing the swear. Or else she always used to say shit skis
Right.
instead of shit.
Yeah. Shit skis. It sounds cute. But
It
then I
does
imagine
sound quite
people
cute.
like skiing on the Alps over a big pile of dog shit.
Over in Letterkenny. It's the only way to get past it, boys. We have to hike over it.
Shit skis!
I'm trying to think. How do you insult? Well, like we would have always insulted. You would have insulted your siblings as kids without swearing. Do you know? But we just all give each other very on PC nicknames.
Well, like what?
Well, they call the
The wee trauma laugh there. Will you piss the bed?
no, I had too many other things to get bullied about. There were these kids calling me man-based
Man beast.
because like I dressed like a boy, which actually was very homophobic if you're watching.
Yeah, it is.
Which I hated. I hated that, and we called my sister Miss Piggy, because she was a wee bit chunky, and we called my poor brother, one of my brothers, we called him Vomit Breath because he was always very sick and he vomited all the time. And then do you know if you were sick a lot as a child, it kind of rots your teeth.
Yes.
So we found
'cause
teeth.
the acid.
So we called him Peg Teeth, and then we called him Peggy.
Peg teeth in bed. I love it. At least you're creative.
And then my older brother had a big head, so we weren't that creative. We called him Big Head.
Yeah, big head or
Big head.
five dome.
Or he was
five
called
head.
Sean. We also called him Shauna.
Shauna.
I know.
Oh. Is he gay now?
Yes, he is.
He is.
Shauna and Man Beast are both gay.
He's like, I'm going to lean into it so you can't actually slag me because it's true.
He's like, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to, what do you call it whenever they take control back of a word?
Yeah.
We've got it.
Something.
Appropriate.
Reappropriation.
No, it's like, I'm going to... Oh, it's like
knock your bollocks in if you call me out again, love.
We'll need to figure that word out for next time.
I'll get on it. And
right, you get on it. So here is the word that I really loved because I was reading an article and it was talking about
I've seen this.
perfidy. So
is this a descriptive word about a person?
Yes, it'll be like.
I think I know what it means.
What? Go tell me.
Well, I'm not 100%.
Well, somebody can be perfidious.
Perfidious. I think that's the context in which I've heard it. Is it someone who's like a sneaky wee shit?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes, sneaky wee shit.
Deceitful.
Like
a liar.
Like a wee snake.
Yeah.
Like a snake.
Perfidy is the state of being deceitful and untrustworthy. So I go, you perfidious little fool.
That's a nice word.
Isn't it nice?
Sounds like something Professor Snape would say.
Aye.
Yeah.
You perfidious little fool.
Perfidious.
It would be good in...
Because there's that sibilant S at the end of it
yes,
too.
you're right.
It'd be good in combination with a swear as well. Yep.
Perfidious.
Perfidy wee fuck.
Yeah. Like, even, do you know I have found that even though we have done this, how to swear without swearing, we often couple it with a really good swear word.
That's the Westies in you.
Yeah, it's like how to swear and sound smart as fuck. No, like how to tell someone they're a dick without them even knowing what you mean. Do you know what I mean? You're perfidious.
That's a good one,
dick.
Perfidious. I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna see.
Fuck away off with your perfidy, will you?
I know.
You think you're perfidy, don't you?
So, the reclamation of reclaiming language, or reappropriating language.
I said reappropriation, gold star for
Yeah,
me.
it's kind of reclaim, but I'm actually thinking of a different word, but it's along those lines.
Yeah, of like ownership.
Yes, of.
Yeah, do you feel that you have taken ownership of any insults that have been dragged towards you?
Well, now, for example, I would have been really upset whenever I was wee, and there was horrible kids. Tim called me man beast.
Was it Tim?
There was a wee boy called Tim.
Don't be a dick, Tim. Tims are always dicks. Timmy's.
He was horrible. He was a horrible boy. And he called me man beast, and then he got all the other boys to call me man beast, and then he got them all to push me over and play football, and I hated him so much. And
I used to get called army girl because I wore DMs all the time. Know what I did? Just stomped on them with the DMs.
Yeah, I know. Well, the kids are wee shits. But now, so see, whenever I'm out, like out and about on a normal day when I'm not going to work, I always I basically dress like Sean's in my wardrobe right now, and I would usually wear like a baseball cap and have my hair up, and people say
I'm gonna get you a baseball cap with.
Oh my god, please do! I wear caps every single day of my life.
Man beast, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get it.
That should be your merch.
Hashtag Man Beast. I did think before. I was like, I'm going to write a song called Man Beast and I'm going to have merch. Yeah, I'm Man
My
Beast.
phone died, but I'm writing that down.
I would wear Man Beast hoodies.
Yeah, I know, because it's like reclaiming it.
Yeah.
But now, so if I go into coffee shops and I have my hat on and all this here, people say to me, right, buddy, and I know they think I'm a wee fella, and I do not give a shit. Or my friend, me and my brother live next to each other. We bought 2 houses next to each other.
I love that.
I know, and my friend's friend lives in the same street and said, your sister's always, not about me, but about my friend's sister, your sister's always going to the street there to visit this wee fella, right? And I was like, oh, it must have been my brother. And then she said, and he's the wee small fella and he's very good friends with the big tall boy next door. I was like, I'm the wee small fella. I'm the wee small fella. And I don't know how I transform. See when I wear a hat and my hair back and have no makeup on, I do not know how I'm transformed.
You're in disguise. Everybody thinks you're in a relationship with your doppelganger man.
Well, everybody thinks, like when I'm out with my brother who's gay, everyone's going to think you're my wee boyfriend.
So you're the wee small fella in,
I'm the wee
in
small
the
fella
relationship.
and my brother's really tall, so he's the big tall.
Please tell me you made the awkwardest moment out of it and went, that's me. You're talking about.
Oh, I did say, oh no, that was me.
Yeah.
Or even when else was it? I was somewhere. See, see, when I used to wear hats when I was a kid in the bus and all, obviously because I've only ever dressed like in boys' clothes, people I think sometimes look at your clothes and they don't.
But
really
I think
look
you
at you.
rock it. You have that
Thank
look
you.
going on. You know, it's like
In Costa. So there's a Costa near where I live, right? I went in. This girl goes to me. I only ever go in because it's like beside the home base and all. So if I'm in like home base, like being lesbian, I then go into Costa. I'm
Your
always in my
natural
hat, like a
habitat.
tracksuit, my natural habitat, and all this. And I went in one day recently, like with my hair down, like makeup on, and the girl goes, "Here, you have a brother, don't you?" And I says, "I have two brothers." And she says, he's about your height, and he's only sitting here in a hat." And I was like, "No, my brother's 6 foot." And she says, No, this one is. I go as far as to say you be twins, like you are. And he says, "And if it's not your brother," she said, "if it's not your brother, you have a doppelganger." And I was like, "No, that is one of my brothers."
yeah, you can make trigger heart.
As we,
You should have been like, yeah, it's my twin brother. He sounds a double. We are identical, and then just fuck with that woman for the rest of your life.
I know, but I was like, but people must just like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, please do that. Please go in and be like, "All right, there, love. What's
All right,
crack?
mate."
I heard you were talking to my sister the other day. She says you're a lovely girl, and that you could give me a bit of discount. You know,
But
what
I was like, so at the when she first said it, I was like, "Oh, I must be talking about Sean." I was like, "Yeah, I have a brother, and he's about 6 foot. And he's got like blonde hair and blah blah." And she was like, "No, he was a wee fella, looked like you. He was small, and he was your height." And all. And I was like,
I love it.
I
that was
a wee
That is
woman.
fucking brilliant.
I know all the. So now
You need to give him a name.
Now when people say, "Well, it's Emmett," because
Oh, yes.
because me and my brother, he took me a few weeks ago to the out of hours because I had a really bad throat infection, and we went up. Like they think it's hilarious now, and we went up to the desk, and the boy says, "What's the name?" And I says, "Emer Maguire," but again, me hadn't. And he says, "Right there, take a wee seat, Emmett, son, we'll get somebody out to you." And my brother, my brother's been calling me Emmett from then. Yeah.
Oh my god! So you're getting misgendered all over the fucking place.
all the time.
Although I have to confess, I did it. I did this, and this is another 3 a.m. thought. 3 a.m. That I torture myself over though, because I was in our shop at the bottom of the street, and I was looking to get something. There was this kid in front of me, and I went, "Sorry, son." And I go, "All right, son, sorry." I got that wee lad there. I had to. He's letting me bunk him in the queue.
Was it a wee girl?
It was a woman, not just a wee girl, a woman.
A lesbian?
But you know, really cool looking lesbian with
Yeah.
like, you know, with like
But
the
it's so
shaved
hard to
hair.
tell, no?
And but do you know what? I really apologise for that, but they didn't even correct me, and I didn't. The only reason that I knew was because there was my friend's son was way behind us in the queue and came out and went, "You do know that's a woman," and I was like,
But
It
actually,
happened to me 2 weeks ago coming out of the hospital.
I felt
somebody
terrible.
think you were a girl.
Yeah, like I was
about to say Sean could totally pass for lesbian.
I get it like
Look at his hair.
Yeah,
all
he's
the
got
time.
good
So I
hair.
see like some of the coats and stuff I'd wear. If you were just casting a glance
Yeah.
quick, I understand it like.
Yeah.
But me and Nicole, I was bringing her out after an appointment in the hospital, and we were at the wee pay stations in the Royal. And this woman, God love her, like she came up to the wee pay station beside us, and she was like hitting the buttons, and she was going tutting and all, and she turned around to me and she went, "Girls, what way does this work?" And then she saw, and I like helped her.
I would lent into him, and it's totally fine.
I need to.
Absolutely, love me to show you.
I helped her to, and then you could see her face is like bright red,
She's
but I just
mortified.
didn't say nothing.
But you don't think now, a lot of people look a lot more ambiguous.
Yeah.
Androgynous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a cat, because like now, like boys wear more like feminine clothes or like the normal. Like he's wearing a white t-shirt and black jeans.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like you're wearing t-shirt and jeans, I'm wearing t-shirt and jeans.
I love that though. I
So,
just
I
think,
know.
especially at the minute, I'm like, who stop? Like, there's societal norms. Like, wear whatever the fuck you want. I actually really lean in. I love, this is a secret, like, love of mine. I love drawing moustaches on myself.
Really?
I love it.
Why?
Like,
Do you
really
look
love
good?
it. And I do it. I love it. I just, I work it and all.
What's his name?
Oh, what is his name?
I don't want it to be Bronagh or something.
I was just thinking, Bronagh.
Like Bronagh. Big Bran.
Bronagh.
And yeah, Big Braniel with the Balix. And my friends, whenever I was in uni, like, I don't know, I just get such amusement from it. And at one stage in school, instead of writing this essay about why Section 4 of the Good Friday Agreement might not be liked by certain people in the Republican community, I dressed up as like this a man who was in the ra, and I swear to God, my ma and all my sisters were like, and I recorded myself giving the first person perspective of someone, and
But it was just to get your moustache fetish.
I looked like my cousin Connor. And everyone was like, you just look like our Connor. And it was just to get my moustache. But I have, I think, quite a masculine face. Like, whenever my hair is back and, like...
I think if you have, like, more angular features...
Yeah.
Then you have, like, a more masculine...
Because I have quite, like, an angular face and, like, you know, so I love it. And, like, my mates got me all these stick-on moustaches for Christmas one year.
So people know about this?
My friends, my uni friends.
Your close friends?
Yeah.
And now all the watchers
now the whole watchers. I just love it. I love leaning in.
That's fair enough.
To Bronagh, I'm just like, yeah, fucking like Bucky. Buck your sister and not phone you back.
So I don't think I would suit a moustache. I wouldn't like a moustache.
I know. I think
I'm too fair.
Whenever I'm older, right, and you know,
you have very dark hair and all.
Yeah.
So it would work more.
The moustache. You know, I love the way Gemma Hutton does the Dick Van Dyke.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that was the name, but
yeah, and she just
hers always looks amazing.
I would buck her. Like when honestly, see whenever she does Dick Van Dyke, I'm like, absolutely. Yeah. You know, so handsome and just big dick energy. You know, I'm just like
big dick energy.
Big dick energy, yeah. So I can absolutely, yeah. I think I might experiment with drag, and do
you should.
Do drag. That I think it would just be brilliant.
You definitely should.
It. You know, just be a drag man. What is it? Kinging?
Drag king.
Drag king. Yeah, I would love that. Just fucking character. Have a whole character in it. Like
I think you'd be good at it, actually.
You're fucking.
We need to do something about your height. You're very small.
I know, but I would be a short king.
You're a very small man. You'd be a short king.
I would be a short king. I actually think I might have to go out at first, like you know, like one of those wee moustaches. Like I'm here to introduce you to the freak show type person.
like a ringleader.
With like the wee oily slick down hair. That's tied back. Yeah, and then I have like the little, and I'll be like, hey, welcome.
I love the hair like that when it's like up and back and like that's
just
nice.
slick. You know, like 1920 sort of Gatsby-esque little moustache. And be like, welcome to the freak show, motherfuckers.
Greatest Showman vibe.
Yes, absolutely.
I used to love see Nicole would have done drama in schools, and I would have went to see all of her wee plays and stuff and musicals and stuff, and I loved the fact in girls' schools, if there was male parts, obviously the girls just played the male part. But in my school, if there was a female part, it was played by a fucking RE teacher or or a student. Because it's
always even in Shakespearean days, you know, back in the day, whenever the first folio was only being written, they always had the males always played the dame, the female part, and they would have got a younger boy maybe to do it because the voice would still be high.
And they're more slender.
It was just it was unheard of, you know, there was never.
Did you full on get the oh my god, that is so stereotypical boys' school.
Yeah, but I just found that amazing. When I went down to watch Nicole's ones, it was just whatever.
And funnily enough, you went to the school that my kid now goes to, so that makes a lot of sense.
And it's a lot easier.
So
for
gender
boys than boys who dress like girls.
Yeah, it's no, we shan't have a boy. We shan't encourage a boy to act the part of a woman. That's totally gay.
See if you had have gave in it, you would have never heard
that's not really important.
Oh, I know. How can we afford to take out a class?
Yeah, Ari, come on, the fuck you. It's weird actually getting the religion teacher to do it because it's
my mom's religion teacher.
It wouldn't be godly. So you're teaching essentially while you're on stage that thou shalt not dress in women's clothes.
Thou shall not be a cross dresser.
Yeah, God, heavens forbid.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That is sad though.
I know. I know it really.
But then you had this weird thing where the teachers or classroom assistants or something
were playing somebody's love interest
or something like that. You know what I mean?
That's weird.
So they think
that's fantasy.
They think that's more okay than
a wee boy.
Yeah, isn't that mad?
That is.
When you think about that,
insane.
I always find it really weird when teachers run school plays. I always thought because they always would be the main girl or really,
and they got the main part.
Aye, well,
fuck off, Dorothy. You're teaching drama because you couldn't succeed in the real world. Give us a chance.
Dorothy's 54. She's like, this is my chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm fine.
I never know who's watching.
Yeah.
Could be some scouts there.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to make sure
I'm gonna be a star, baby.
get off the fucking stage. Dorothy's here. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Absolutely. Slipping all shit into the school lunches to make the person go off so as they can be the understudy.
And get up on the stage. I know.
My time has arrived. Mommy! I love doing that. I thank you so bloody much for
No
coming in.
worries. Thank you for having me.
It's always a
I
great
love it.
laugh having you. And you know something? If you want, I have to apologise to the listeners that the Patreon didn't go up last week. There is a Patreon episode. So what we're going to do? No, because we couldn't get the password, and
Okay, I'll work on it.
I was supposed to do it, but then I couldn't figure out how to do it. So we are going to release. I will actually put it up now on social media for anybody who subscribes to the Patreon. You'll get an episode tonight, and you will get the next episode with the dirty word of the week in the Patreon. Come on over to the Patreon. You know you want to.